What are major challenges, Dikshit, you actually faced while contributing to open source, or what are the challenges that you see people contributing to open source and they face it a lot? So can you like name few of them,
So,
and how did you overcome it? Yeah.
so in terms of like open source contribution, like you should be always open to learn and read. So the main thing is like each and every steps are defined into contributions. So there was a tweet by someone today. I was reading it like a tweet where it is like, yeah, he gave a tweet regarding some Turkey people who are Turkey's group who have created a backend API. Okay, where they are seeking people who can write like Node.js backend. Okay,
Yeah.
they have given like all of the things into their repository. You can just go and check that out. There are a few
Yeah.
changes. Okay, if you are a Node.js developer, you can just write it over there and give your contribution.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's
Yeah.
like a simple thing, but you have to find out like your way. For me, I always go and like open up the Twitter and find like, okay, these are the tweets, like people are giving like this kind of comments. I was eagerly looking at like say I would be asking these people like, okay, why can't I do this kind of stuff? Okay,
Hmm.
there is a backend someone has written like some kind of query, and I have to do like those kind of thing, and here someone has asked, okay, I want to go for that contribution, can I give that commit? There would be a simple question, but here people would be giving like all of the things. Okay, so that is how like it goes on. And coming to other question like that you told, like how people should not threaten. Okay,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would be never if it's wrong for me, yeah, don't worry, try another
Hmm.
time, improvise
Hmm.
yourself and give the another commit.
Hmm.
At the end, like he would be approving something, or he would be having he would be asking you to come into a talk, so that you would be also gaining something and he would be also explaining you the whole stuff.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Got it.
that is how like it goes on. Like the author of the repo, he would be telling like, okay, we are having like this kind of thing, and you are having like this kind of stuff. So let's have a communication, and you can solve that thing.
Okay.
So that happens like, yes, each and every time.
Yes. Yes. So, Dikshit, are there any popular open source projects that people can start contributing to, or something that you started contributing and you find it
So
you would recommend to the fellow developers? Any popular
uh,
projects like
yeah, there are like lots of popular people like uh, in open source. I would be saying like the first one which I really came up was someone from Eddie. Let me go to my back. It's Eddie Hub, if I'm not wrong. Like that's Eddie Hub, and I try to follow him. And there is one more. He is a very good developers and like good skill person. Okay, they are like a good group of people.
that?
Uh, where is it? Like it was always onto data lab platform. There is a open source data lab platform where you can go and find like all of the things. It's
I
like
think
Google
Hotspot.
search. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you have to go for like Google search onto the open source communities. Like you have to do a little bit of Google search, then you will be able
Yeah.
to find like, okay, what are the contributions, what is the marketplace, and what is like
Hmm.
GitHub. So that would be
Hmm.
helping you like all of the ways.
Yeah. 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 So, any project, popular projects that you got your hands-on experience that you would recommend from your experience, not like
From
let's say
my
Google search.
from my experience, like there are so many things like I'm also doing right now. Okay,
Mhm.
but I would be saying like go to Eddie Hub. I would say like
Okay.
yeah, Eddie Hub community. Eddie Hub community is a good community where you can start like understanding what is like Hackathon Fest. So how they started their community, how they started their journey. They have documented like each and everything in a perfect way. And you can follow up his channel as well. Like there is a YouTube channel which he goes on. Okay, and he gives a commit and he gives like a complete dedication to like to open source community, like
Yeah.
how people should be going. And he has like more than 1700 followers.
Okay.
more than 700 contributors into his project.
Hmm.
There are multiple projects which are going on with this community, so you can do that way.
Got it. Okay. And if someone is, let's say very new to open source, they have no idea what it is, and how can they get started with it? Let's say, meet anyone with any number of experience. If someone is getting started with the open source, how would that be like getting started?
So if anyone is like having like null, nothing, okay, but you want to go with like say his developer's journey, okay,
Yeah.
what you would be starting with? You would be starting with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, okay. Then he would be going with GitHub.
Okay.
That is the place where he would be coming up with contributions. And he would be able to get an idea like, okay, this is the marketplace and where I can start with my contributions. And he would be able to find like similar kind of projects, and where he would be giving like complete full like search around for like contributions. So that is how he would be able to get an idea. Okay,
And
to go to a call. Okay, sorry, I'm also into work as well.
Yes. So Harsh, when you started your open source journey, right? Like now you're a student. So how did you come across the open source idea, and how was your experience contributing to two of the projects that you mentioned?
Actually, on open source project, before 6 months, I started open source project. When I'm working on with data, then I post my work to LinkedIn, and when people saw my work experience, and then he told me to come work with me. Then we both work together with them, and we work with on only two projects only. One is sales analysis and one is stocks analysis.
Okay.
That's all I work.
Okay. So did you like face any major challenge over there that you usually overcome? Because were you having any mentors who were actually reviewing, or did you actually sit down and learn everything on your own? And how was that?
Actually, I'm facing issue while understanding the code, because they written the code in very big format, and I didn't understand the code because it is very huge. And I'm the fresher, and he was an experienced person, so that's why I didn't understand. I faced only this problem. Only that.
And then we have Dave already. Okay. So do you still want to contribute going forward? And if there's any major project that you actually want to work on, or any aspiring project, do you have anything as such? Or are you not there up until now?
I'm looking for that an opportunity. After I get it, I work on it.
Okay.
But I'm searching for it.
Yeah, got it. So, as a community, why do you think you joined in the first place? Let's say you already have people working with, and you have your lecturers who are like maybe helping you with your projects and everything, right? So, what made you like understand that community is a place that it could help you, or not? So, anything around that?
So in community, most of the people working on the same things, they give the different solution of everything. Then we see the thing in different ways, because every person has their own point of view on that thing. And in data science, it's only belongs to maths and reasoning. So that's why with working with group is better for learning purpose and understanding things also.
Yeah. And Dave, can you like hear us?
Yeah, hello.
Can you turn on the camera?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Hello, good evening, everyone.
Hi. So Dave, like, did you ever contribute to open source project as such, or just now that I know that you're still working on a lot of stuff right now, just a glimpse of you started contributing to open source projects?
Yeah, I tried, but I haven't successfully submitted, or I didn't successfully raise the PR, and so you can consider me as a beginner in the open source.
Then how did you actually come across something called open source? Like, did you hear it, or why did you feel that you should contribute that at the first place?
Because open source is a kind of thing where you can find the bugs in the code that in the company, when you work in the somewhere in the company, then you don't have to make some product from scratch. You have to find some bugs in your code and something that is not optimal in your code. So for that thing, open source contribution helps a lot, because you do same thing in the open source as well. You find the bugs in the code. If you see the code is optimal or not, you can make it more optimal or not. So these are the things which help a lot in a developer's life. So
Yeah.
that is a thing I want
Okay.
to work on open source.
Okay. I think like you still have like long way to go starting and contributing to open source, I guess.
Yeah.
Then I think we have people like Dikshit that who could actually help you out with that, and we're actually trying to formulate few ideas around the community where you guys can contribute to open source, have a GitHub profile, start maintaining your repositories, and like Dikshit said, that it'll actually open a lot of opportunities for you going forward, right? And you can actually showcase that as your it actually acts as your resume at the end of the day, because what you write in resume is different, but when you actually show that, right, on the screen, that your work talks over there more than the words over there. You can actually maybe try faking up a resume, which most of the people do. But GitHub is something that maintaining the repository and contributing to open source are something that other companies get actively, and I think that's how you can get your way among the thousands and hundreds of applicants that are competing for the same designation over there. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually nowadays, when you apply to any job or opportunities, they will actually absolutely see your GitHub profile and see if you had contributed in the open source or not. So these things matters a lot in the starting careers.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, I think we'll like maybe connect once you guys actually work on a open source contribution going forward, and contribute on really great projects going forward. And we're going to formulate the same initiatives around the open source in the community, where you guys can come across and you guys can connect with experts, maintain the Git, maintain the repositories, contribute to the popular projects out there. I think that would be great going forward. And besides that, do you guys have any questions for the regarding the community and how you could get the most out of it? I'd be more than happy to answer that. You guys don't have any questions? Okay, that's great. I hope you understand what we're doing there. Okay, that was a quick meet, and I think we'll connect for next week regarding the same thing, and let's gather all the experiences of the people on the same topic. And thank you for joining in again. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.